Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Acornn here doing some more SevTech. We're finding ourselves in age 4. Taking a quick look at the quests here, just to see where we are. Got a little unfamiliarized over the break. We had pretty much just got the Maninilan weapons and tools, and then I realized I should have made my tools out of cobalt, but that's okay. Maninilan's pretty good, so should be alright. We might optimize those at some point. We do still have our steel other tools, so those are pretty good. We could probably get a little more durability out of stuff, but you know, we're not struggling. So let's see, this elite crafting table. We're going to look into that first. And I know that Zeal was working on that. At some point he had, I believe, the first one made, maybe even the second one made. But this quest wants the 3rd tier, so we'll be working on that. And I guess you just make the upgraded map with it, but we already have that now, so. But yeah, the 3rd crafting table will be used for the computer, which I just saw there and there. So the crafting grid and all that. And that is awesome, because we want the computer. That is it's big stuff. Oh, it was used for the airship. Okay, I remember that now. That was why he was making it. That was his big motivation, to make it before. And again, this is a voiceover, so it's not going to match up with my little face there. Sort of lost the sound, but hey, you know, we'll be alright. Taking a look here at some wacky bar. It's made of all of these kinds of ingots all put together. It's pretty serious stuff. Luckily, we don't have to deal with that right away. It's just this black iron. Maninilan, luminescence, we have access to all of that stuff, no big deal. Gold, obviously, no problem. Golden rods, we can make those as we see here. And so the big thing is the, the black iron. Eventually, I figure it out. So we're looking now to see how much do we have already, because I know that we had some, we made some. Do a little volume adjust there, although it didn't matter. That's not true. You can hear, I'm testing the chest noise, because you can hear. It was a bit loud. Little fine-tune adjustment, and then we'll get rolling. This will actually be kind of interesting to watch my playthrough and do a voiceover after the fact. This unfortunately took me a while to do, so it has been several days, and I don't really remember exactly what I was talking about or saying, but in this part, I'm figuring out that we also need this biotite from the end. And so we're going to need to go to the end at some point, pretty soon. And then in real life, I've actually already done that, but for the, you know, you wouldn't know that yet. So. Yeah, so we need a bunch of this black quartz, and I had very little. I had like 19 right there, crushed black quartz. We're going to need at least 50, I think, was my first estimate for this table. So we're going to get ready and go out and farm a little bit. I'd only ever seen it in the Beneath. So that's where we head. once we get in there. There we go. And then we just double check, excuse me, just double check back in age 2 or wherever it was, maybe age 1. It actually references where to find it in the beneath, because one of them you go up and one of them you go down. I was very shocked to see, oh, it was at age 1, yeah. So the beneath dimension at the top has aquamarine, so we do want to go down. So now we're headed in the right direction. Boof, boof, whacking our head. And then I realize that that's some wacky winding cave. That's not exactly where I want to go. Should be a nice, nice path leading down. So we're going to look for that. Somewhere around here. Is that it? Maybe? Yeah. My little nerd pole when I got back up before, so this is correct. Still loving my boots. No fall damage. Very convenient. So we're just working our way down. Just going to go down, down, down. About as low as we can go. And then do a bit of a dig. Should be finding some black quartz. Shouldn't be too bad. It's not incredibly rare. It's not like the clusters like this, iron. It's a little more sporadic than that. This actually works out interestingly well to do a voiceover, because if I need to clear my throat or anything, I can just pause it and do that and come right back. And then in the recording, there's no evidence of this. It works nicely. You should still have my game volume in there, so that'll be cool. Although I can't hear it myself, otherwise it would pick it up in the microphone. So. But yeah, we went ahead and grabbed that iron, just because, why not? You know, you can always use more iron. And we found a nice place to start digging, so start busting down this wall. A little bit of hammer action. Got our torches, very nice. Pretty well supplied, pretty well prepared for a journey, so got to be happy with that. Been doing it decently. Maybe not the best job in the world, but we're getting there. I'm trying to remember to automate things as we go and just sort of generally be smart about things, give myself the right tools, the right supplies. Just makes the whole experience a little nicer. I remember this part, I actually didn't really say a whole lot. It's just kind of mining, just sort of mindlessly mining. This happens. Oh, the darkness hurt me there. Forgot we were in the beneath dimension, really. And that coal tricked me. I thought that was the black quartz at first, but that was just wishful thinking. There was no such thing. Must have hit a block of dirt there or something. So yeah, we just need a whole lot of black quartz, and unfortunately it's pretty rare. We are down deep enough, so we're just gonna dig until I find it. Here we are, already bored, reminding myself of the goal. I'm like, hang in there, we'll get a computer, it'll be great. More dirt. Not very convenient for my hammer digging. Have to bash it out with a sandwich. Busted a giant hole in the floor. No, that was already there. And that's perfect because I was getting a little discouraged as we were going along. And it wasn't really that long, but hey, it's not that hard to discourage me recently. No, I'm just kidding. But I did want to find a big open cave. That is much easier to find supplies. And just take it back a little so we can safely drop down. Actually looks pretty safe there. Pretty sure I go for it. Yeah, there we go. Start lighting it up. And watching out for all the quadruple health crazy enemies that sort of come to get you. Can't believe it wasn't a whole bunch there right away. And there we go. So there's some black quartz finally. Got a little bit. Scanning for more. Scanning for enemies. Oh, there's some on the ceiling apparently. And it actually started hurting me. Trying desperately to get a torch down. There we go. And now we can get this black quartz. Try to catch it. I did not. That's okay. Oh, and there's an archer. Skeleton man. Tried to give him the insanity drop attack. Did not work. There's a creeper. I think he might have got me. I'm not sure. My armor is pretty good, though. Armor and weapons are really getting there. With my my thorns or whatever, the cactus. Plus I have something for undead as well. Some kind of... the silver does something. Gives you like a holy effect. I forget what it's called. But in any case, we are getting a decent bit of black quartz. Slowly but surely. Up to 10 already. So not too bad. Not too bad. Starting to get higher hopes here, because I wasn't sure how long... like I didn't want to start a stream out with an hour of farming, but, you know, I mean, I will. I just... I'm not sure it's the best way to go about it. But I have been trying to do, you know, pretty much everything on stream. I don't really want to do an insane amount of farming off stream. Early on I did, because, like, for example, the leather, it's just such a process. You know, I did like 30 on stream, or however many we did, probably more. And then it's like, okay, I don't ever need to show this again. You know, we did a whole lot. And then just make it mindlessly on my own time. Sit here with a snack or something. But yeah, this black quartz is pretty much all over the place. This is pretty much what my wildest dreams, I would hope for this much. So this worked out pretty well. And we're just so fast and strong. Got plenty of torches, plenty of plenty of supplies. Looking good. All we need is the quartz. So. And as long as I don't run out there like super deeply, we should be able to not really get hurt too bad. There was an invisible enemy somewhere. Oh, and then there's that. Scared me pretty good. I forgot about it. That was the darkness grabbing me. It's always freaky. I remember seeing that effect the first few times, and I thought, is that something they added in post? Because it looks like something I would have added in post for like Continuum. Didn't have access to all the high quality editing stuff I have now, so pretty funny. It was in fact the same program, but whatever. They've made a lot of updates. In fact, every time I turn it on, it pretty much has an update. There's only one piece of quartz there, but hey, you know, one's better than none. Oh wow, look at that lava just appear out of nowhere. Did you see that? It was literally not there, and then it just appears. It's kind of scary. That's basically all that could kill me, is if I fell in a lava pit. It's a lot of one by, like, just 2 blocks of it together. Finding it 1 and 2 at a time. But hey, at least we're finding it. 1 and 2 at a time. That's not too bad. And right here, I'm like, oh, let me kill some of these. And it's just so many, and they keep piling on. And I remember, you know, I don't really need to kill them. They're just... Oh, I do. I think I can, yeah. But I'm like, oh my god, look at all these enemies. Swarming me. You can imagine this place with, like, just iron armor. It would be pretty rough. We're already, like, way, way stronger than you can get in normal Minecraft. Pretty sure this armor's more armor value than even netherite, which doesn't exist in this game, but does in regular Minecraft nowadays. Got a little disoriented coming back to the nerd pole, so I can sort of recollect myself. I am looking for the exit already, I believe. And I couldn't remember exactly how I got in because I kind of dropped down. I knew it was near that nerd pole, but there it is, all lit up. That makes sense. So we're up to 48. That was not bad. That was pretty quick. And then also, I think you can double it. Pretty sure we can. I don't know if I knew that at the time, but yeah. I saw that coal, thinking with my greedy eyes that it was a whole bunch of black quartz, and then I remembered that no, it's just coal. Don't really need any more coal right now. Not desperate for it, and we only had a little teeny bit of pickaxe left, so that's probably why I went back. I guess I knew I needed to repair anyway, and we basically have enough. 48, that's pretty close. So I'll find my way out of here eventually. Remembering I can use the mini-map to help me out. As I got to the dead end, I'm like, ah, yes, that's not the way. Even with the map, it's a little bit difficult, but there we go. That's the nerd pole to get back up from before. And I keep forgetting about that climb. I guess I could have used that too. It's such a good move. You can climb like with shift and stuff, like jumping. Sort of forget about that often. And I'm like, I know I came this way. It's somewhere. Ah, there it is. Stairway. Not exactly a good path leading down, but that worked out. We're using the lots of caves, so it made it real easy to just have open areas and find everything. Oh, my water bottle. I'm currently missing my water bottle right now. I think I left it at my buddy's house. DJ Savart, shout out. Yeah, so here I'm looking at that. We definitely know you can double it in the crusher. I think there's actually another machine that doubles it. Yeah, the alchemy table, I don't really have that set up yet. So the millstone would only give me 1. The grindstone will only give me 1. But the crusher gives you 2. So we're going to look into making the crusher. And I look at it and I go, oh, that's not too bad at all. Look at that. That's like, looks easy, right? Sure looks easy. Just some plates, some pistons. Should be able to do that, right? And I'm like, all right, anyway, I need to clear my inventory before I do anything. And we did fill our cobble chest all the way to the very brim. I think that was the first time that we'd ever done that. Believe it or not. And of course, sorting all our blocks. Just try to give me some inventory space best I can. There we go. Looking good. So back to the crusher. And I'm just checking out the double crusher, which we don't really need. It just crushes 2 things at once, so it's fine. The regular crusher will double our output, which is really all we care about. So we're checking out the pistons and seeing if we have any already made. We don't have regular pistons. We did have sticky pistons. Piston. So I just have the sticky pistons, which doesn't really work. But then I noticed that recipe right there. In a cauldron, you can just use soap, which is potash and tallow, which is just meat, in a stoked cauldron, and you can make your own soap, and then you can wash the sticky off the sticky pistons and make them regular pistons. And I thought that was just pretty interesting. I had never made a piston in that way. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Look into it. Start looking around for those ingredients. Some potash. I remember we made a bunch of it basically on accident. I'm trying to remember how to search for it. I think it's F, not T. I don't remember. But in any case, we had 2 stacks there. Plenty of potash. Laughing about something. So there we go, and we needed tallow. I couldn't have remembered. Could never have remembered. So we'll have to make some of that tallow stuff. Looking around for our cauldron. So it was just there. And then I remember we made the whole stoked cauldron thing. It's like, ah, yes, it's back here. There it is, cauldron, underneath the other thing, underneath the kiln. And there it made some glue, which wasn't what I wanted. So now we need to go get more flesh or meat or whatever. Rotten flesh in this case. Because yeah, in the regular cauldron it'll do that. It'll just give you glue. In the stoked cauldron it'll give you tallow. So turn that on, let it come up to temperature, put it in, and there we go. You can see the blue flame this time. Gives me the tallow. And we just need one. And again, stoked cauldron, so that's right. And boom, there we go. We got a little bar of soap, which is just too funny. All right, so you do put them in the cauldron, and I forgot the sticky piston somehow. So I gotta go back up again. Up and down, up and down. Pretty good inventory management there, remembering to put the potash away. Finally getting to repair my pickaxe. Tink, tink, tink. And just store those in the table for later. For quick fix. Accidentally put sandwiches all over the place. Got a good laugh out of that. And it's not working. It's not doing it. So double check the recipe, realize, it needs to be a regular cauldron. So that fire should cool down to not blue. There it goes. And there we are. And it's very nice. It makes 4 at once. It's just perfect. Just what I needed. So that was pretty cool. Made the cauldrons like a 3rd way, 4th way, whatever. A new way. Now we've made cauldrons every which way. I mean, we made pistons every which way. All the different types. That's what I'm going on about here. I was just fascinated to make it the old way, make it the easier way, and then now make it this way with soap. Because you get a lot of those sticky pistons, or at least we did. And now I'm noticing this machine case. Oh man, look at my face. I'm like, oh no. So that'll be made on the advanced crafting table. So that's a little bit of a hiccup in the plan. I don't know what I'm looking for here. Grab some iron, grab some gunpowder. What are we making? Who knows? Sand? Oh, we're making TNT. Eventually. Eventually I make it. Not like that. Switch them all. Hey, that's right. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a like. Give me a subscribe. Please. You could leave a little comment. You could tell me how lame I am. I welcome it. All that kind of stuff goes a long way, so I do appreciate the support. Alright, so we're going to slap this TNT down and blow up some iron. Oops, you get attacked. Of course, I realized I had no way to set the TNT off. So we need to go back and grab a flint and steel or something. Don't see one. we'll just make one. There we go. All set. Head back over. Whee! Nice. This guy again. Alright, so all you do is throw the iron next to the TNT and set off the TNT. Oops, picked some up. And I'm getting attacked again already. And I did blow up that zombie, which is pretty cool. Sure tried to. Alright, so now we got a little bit of compressed iron, or whatever it's called. Yeah, compressed iron. Alright. Just double checking for goodies, making sure I didn't miss anything. Some of the iron seems like it got blown up or something happened. Didn't get quite all of it, but that's okay. I was happy to learn that just the one block of TNT was able to make several stacks of, what's it called? And then I saw that cassiterite. I just wanted to double check what material is that, because we have that right there, right by the base. So if I could figure out how to spell it. Cassiterite. Oh, it's tin. That's right. Tin. So if we need tin, which we don't, then we know where to get it. Blocks chests are getting a little full. In fact, everything's getting a little full. But that's why I'm so excited. I had all that TNT already. That's why I was so excited to start working on the computer, or even things that, you know, are remotely connected to it. Used almost all my torches. And then I realized I had some in my bag. Machine frame, seeing if we had one. Machine case, seeing if we had one made already, which is no, we definitely don't. I actually thought we needed one for something, but we couldn't have made one now that I'm looking at it. So we got our compressed iron. We need to make it into plates. We'll go ahead and make a couple. I only need 4, but you know, hey. Oh, actually we'll need a whole bunch here. Oh, that's right. So I do need 10. That makes sense. That's why I made 10. And then so now I'm noticing this thing, which is a little bit over my head at this point. I had never seen these mods. Pneumatic craft. Definitely looks interesting. Got all kinds of assembly machines and different types of plastics and stuff, so but yeah, this is the pretty much my first look at these mods, and there's a lot of confusion when you first look at a new set of mods there. Okay, so we got everything we needed except for the machine case, which is pretty daunting. Gonna need 10 plastic, a couple other things. Crafting table tier 2, which I think we have, pretty sure. But yeah, the big problem for that is the PCB chip thing. That'll be the only real snag, other than it takes a lot of the black iron, which is black quartz, so black quartz and iron. Just sort of checking over everything, seeing if we can make this or not. How much trouble is it going to be? So there we are, the print circuit board from an unassembled PCB, and now I'm noticing all this crazy stuff. Gonna need some kind of pressure chamber. Need all these transistors and resistors and stuff. And Certus quartz we have, that's no problem. Sort of a weird crafting recipe. Eventually I realized you can make it that way. There it is. And that is what we will need to do. Is basically make the pressure chamber. Also, I remember there must be some quests that sort of point you in that direction. So kind of switching gears away from the table and realizing that there's steps before that. And there they are down here. Pressure chamber, plastic mixer, print circuit board. So those are going to lead me down the path to make the machines that make the machines that make my computer. So there we are. We found our motivation. Okay, pressure chamber. First look at that. And pleasantly surprised. Very easy to make. No problem. Just compressed iron, which we just made like 3 stacks. Ooh, clipped into the wall there. Put the plates in there for safekeeping. It's going to be a while before we get to use those, unfortunately. And there we go, made some pressure chamber walls. Now, what the heck do I do with them, right? Build a pneumatic craft pressure chamber. Pressure chamber valve, pressure chamber interface, and then there's glass, so you can kind of see into the block. It's like a big multi-block structure. And there we go. So this block is used to create pressure chamber, create a hollow 3x3x3 or whatever structure with at least one pressure valve. Now here is where I start to go wrong. I'm pretty sure that I don't figure it out, so I don't want to put too many spoilers. We still got quite a bit of this episode to go. And then basically as soon as I stop playing in this session, I realize what one of the steps, one of the problems that I start to have. So don't worry when you see it. I do figure it out. It does take me some time. Because again, these are new mods to me. I had never seen these. I never heard of them. I never seen a video with them. Nothing. So there we go. We got our pressure chamber for the quest. We had to make the wall. And then some nice glass ones so we can make a pretty thingy. Now I'm trying to figure out, is it hollow? Yeah. So 3x3x3, that's what, 27, 26? 26 blocks. I did the math a little faster here than in the video. Really thinking there. Look, some days are better than others for thinking. So you can compress materials into other stuff like diamonds. That's interesting. And make a couple tubes. Those were just about as easy as they could be. Make a nice pressure chamber valve. 16. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I don't want 16 of them. Let's make 4. It says you need at least 1. So I guess you really only need 1, right? So it's like, okay, let's make as few as we can. Pressure chamber valve, can't be on an edge or a corner. Okay. Glass can be used interchangeably. Good, good. Yep, so we went with 4 valves. So what is that? We got 8, 16, 20, 24. So we're going to need a few more, and there you go. So that should be plenty of blocks to make a 3x3x3 with a hollow center. Now we're trying to think, where do we want to make it? Probably in the Grand Hall. That's pretty much where everything goes, so why not? And taking a quick pit stop to look at the power generation just to make sure that is still up and running. We did last time not get that up and running, and so this time, sort of between streams, I just cleaned it up. Made it a little more streamlined, made the wires a little less dangerous like that. And I did change a couple of directions of the flow of energy and took the diesel generator out of the equation. So now we are just on this, which is the steam generator, the boiler, I guess. And then the diesel is being used up 100% by that to make steam. But then the steam gives us energy, power from that turbine right there. So just kind of a recap on that. I had not mentioned it otherwise. Oh yeah, and then I'm mentioning that we had water being pumped all the way across the thing with a pump, and then I remembered you could just use a well, the well bucket, and it's infinite water, and then it only has to go like 1 block. So now we have that. So there's actually 2 sources of basically infinite water coming into my boiler. So that's a good thing. We like having infinite boiler. All right, and then you got a little visual glitch there. My pipes keep doing that. They just look like they're not connected to anything. I don't know why. I'm just going to jokingly blame Zeal and say that he's been sneaking into the server and whacking everything with hammers. That's not true. That's not true. I promise. Alright, so there we go. Start making the frame for it. Try to make it halfway symmetrical and nice looking would be ideal. I already forgot that it's supposed to be hollow in the center, apparently. And there's my valve. And I'm noticing that it doesn't look like it's working. There's something going on. So I tried replacing more valves, because he did give me 4. I thought, oh, well, it gave me 4. Let me try to use all 4. I guess the way the glass looks, I just thought that it, I don't know, I just thought like, oh, it's not working. Must be all this glass, because it's clear. I don't know why. I just discounted the glass. I was like, oh, it's no good. So here I'm just a little confused as to why it's not working, and then I reread it. Ah, hollow center. Okay. So I fix that. Got to break an extra one to get the piece out of there. And there we go. There we go. That's what we were expecting. We want it to sort of change shape, have an interface. Perfect, perfect. There's our pressure chamber. Up and running. Check out all the UI of it. Very interesting stuff. Looks like you can upgrade it. Shows you the pressure. Of course, right now it's just at 1 or 0 or normal pressure. All right, so the next thing was the plastic mixer. Taking a look at all the quests. Plastic mixer. What kind of nightmare is that going to be? Oh, it's so easy. Oh my god. Just compressed iron and glass. In fact, I have that in my pockets on my person. Yeah, I know. I could just re-record that. That's fine. We're going to leave that flub in there. So there we go. Got our plastic mixer. Bing, bang, boom. Busting out the quests. Getting it done. All right, now this particular machine I have actually seen, and I know that you put different colors in there, like lapis and cactus green, stuff like that. So you melt down solid and solidify liquid plastic. Machine requires or produces heat. Very confusing wording there. Heat can be applied, blah, blah, blah. Look, that's too many words, okay? I do read it, but I'm not going to read it out loud. But in any case, it basically needs another machine next to it. Think of a vortex tube. Fast, but also requires power. And I'm like, I don't know anything about a vortex tube. It's very easy to make though. So we'll give it a shot. Just need 2 bars of gold. Just like, no problem. Bing, bing, there we go. Go ahead and slap one of those out. There we go, quick as can be. Not a quest, but definitely something that it looks like we needed. Oh, good. We grabbed the lapis and rose red and cactus green. Somewhere eventually. Oh, I go out and do it this way. Okay. And I knew I could use these blocks. Bloop. I learned that fairly recently. Pretty good way to chop your cactus down is just to slap a block next to it. Works better if you don't have to pick the blocks back up though. So I switched to just banging them out. And I break the whole bottom because I was tired of the cactuses destroying each other. I'd rather do it this way and replant them all than lose, 5 or 6 pieces every time. And yeah, I know you can I could make a real farm and have it like actually automatically harvest itself. Just lost a piece there. Oops. I want to go ahead and maximize my planting because I figure a couple more rounds of harvesting that cactus and then we'll probably have all the cactus we'll ever need if we don't already. There we go, we managed to get 42. And I had no idea how much we're going to need here, so. And now we got a nice even stack out of our supply and everything. And just double check when you cook it. Yeah, it gives you cactus green. Can I use the stone grill? Yes, excellent. Stone grill, coming in handy even in age 4. What's going on? Most useful item in the whole mod pack. I think that literally, I think that's the most useful item, except for maybe a chest. Because actually no, because we had, you know, it took us a long time to get those gold chests. Okay, there I just used the find function, and you can see the little poof on that chest, because there's the cactus green. Gonna need to wait for a little bit of it, unfortunately. And again, I have no idea how much we need. I was gonna wait for like 6 or so, but I didn't. And we do need the rose red. So there's a poppy. Don't have a whole lot of poppies, so we're gonna try to bone meal those. They should just grow. When you bone meal a flower, sometimes it'll give you a whole bunch of that flower. It doesn't seem to work on that one though. Fortunately, you can just bone meal the grass and it'll kind of give you those. Give you some yellow ones too, but whatever. Getting pretty lucky, getting at least one every time, although it's still very slow. And actually, as I'm sitting here now, I wonder if you couldn't put it in like a cloche. But yeah, here I'm figuring out, it doesn't turn to rose red. Although the machine specifically says it takes rose red in the description. It's not an item. It's not an item in this mod pack. Which is weird, because it's a normal Minecraft item. So they took it out. Rose red. Red rose. Something. But yeah. So basically I'm like, maybe it's just the dye. Just the red dye. Or just the rose itself. Oh, I guess I try that first. Oops. Spoiler alert. Not that. That. So here, yeah, you can see right there, add rose red. So just sort of check it again. Rose, it's a poppy. There are roses, but there is no rose red anywhere, so it's really weird. I'm a little confused here. I wasn't real sure where to turn because the item that it wants doesn't exist at all. I figure, you know, hey, there's got to be an answer. So, not the biggest problem in the world. We'll figure it out. Definitely can't craft it into rose red. But I remember that basically the only thing you can do with the flowers is grind them up. So we're going to give that a shot. Which is just those dye powders. And I already have some in the chest. So hopefully that's what I do. Isn't it? What are we doing? I don't know. Go back up. I don't know what he was doing there. I say he like it's not me. Well, I don't know what I was doing there. All right, put the flowers away because they're not helpful. And there we go. Red dye powder. Very strange. Hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe. Get a like on there if you like what you're seeing. Always, please. Please and thank you. It does go a long way. Do appreciate it quite a bit. Very strangely, wasn't able to get the lapis in the machine. You can see it definitely goes there. But it wouldn't go in. And again, it says right there, add rose red, cactus green, lapis lazuli. The red went in. So now I'm like, oh, okay. Well, eventually. Eventually I'm like, oh, okay. Trying just the top slot. I'm like, I'm really not sure. I didn't know it took me that long, because I do eventually figure it out. Yeah, I remember that much. Really have some trouble running up those stairs, man. That concrete's too crazy. But yeah, I'm realizing I don't need that stuff. I don't need that. And I need the dye. So we don't have a killer amount, but we can make more if we need. Jeez, concrete so fast. Okay, there we go. Now we're putting those in and it's working perfectly and it's just a beautiful thing. I don't know why I took them back out, but some of it melts right away and you can see the little bars fill it up next to the color. But there we go. We got it going. And I had forgot about the vortex tube. We're going to put that down. Splits incoming air into hot and cold components. One side it'll be hot, the other it's cooled. It's a long description and a lot of confusing text. You need to vent one side if you want to use the other, and vice versa. So, seems like there's a whole thing with this item. Definitely confused me. You can see that. I'm trying to read it and act like I know what I'm saying. No. Just trying to figure it out. Just trying to familiarize myself with this wacky mod pack. Wacky mod packy? No, don't say that. Edit that out. Nope. So there I can see, just for a second, it actually had a hot side and a cold side. Very mysterious, so I'm like, oh, okay, it needs to put the hot side probably next to my machine, not quite like that. Maybe touching my machine, the hot side. Which I did what I meant to, but then it changes back to gray. So I'm like, did that work? Did it do anything? I have no idea. I'm like, man, do they need power or what's going on? Just sort of give it another look. Talking about the vortex tube. Could also use lava or torches, but those are not as good, so. Not sure, but there we go. It's down. I don't have much else to say about that. Oh, and here I'm looking for a way to power it. Yep. Because I assume the one that generates the heat needs power. So we give it a little connector, give it a wire, and no real change, no noticeable, nothing special going on. So we take that down because it didn't really seem to do anything. Try it in a different position. Yeah. So pretty sure it doesn't actually take power. Just seems like it's doing whatever it does. It's doing it right now. So just kind of give that one power. Oh, got a little zap there. But yeah, seeing if the plastic mixer needs power. Does that do anything? Not really. Yep. Which is actually pretty nice. It's nice that they don't need power. Now I had also seen these tubes, and so I knew that in general you use the tubes to do stuff. I was like, I don't know. I was expecting it to go into the plastic mixer, but it doesn't. Just sort of weird. Just doesn't go into it. But it did go into there, and I was like, oh, so even more surprising. Definitely didn't do what I expected. Of course, if I read everything, then I would have known. I sort of understand now, but obviously when I was recording this, I was a little confused. But slapping machines down, you know, figuring it out, getting a little baby steps in the right direction. So just move on. It's like, okay, did that quest? What's next? Printed circuit board, right. So now we need to use these tools to make a printed circuit board, which is the unassembled PCB, clearly, and all that other stuff. The other stuff isn't too bad. We can deal with that. The PCB thing was my first priority here. Come up for supplies. Oh, the Certus quartz. Just checking that I have it, I guess. Trying to do a find with it. I must not have any because it didn't show up. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. I got the achievement. I remember getting the achievement, and even now I'm not sure what exactly happened, but I thought that I got a surface sample just to get the achievement, and that I grabbed a few and marked it on the map. But I'm looking on the map here, and I do check pretty thoroughly, and I don't find any marks for that Certus quartz crystal, which is unfortunate. That's what we're doing here. Just looking. I could have swore that I had marked it on the map, and I was going to come back for it. And again, I have no idea what actually happened, but don't worry. We figure it out in the long run. Just sort of double check. Triple check. But yeah, you know, hey, my memory isn't perfect because apparently I made that anti-ghoul marker as well. Then there was that marker, which I was like, what? It doesn't have any information. It's just like there. But that's the druid circle, because that's the swamp. It's pretty much the furthest away that we had to be so far. But yeah, all the weird stuff aside, we are pretty sure that it's just nowhere. Very weird, because we did get the quest complete, so I definitely found some, but I must have used whatever we found. I must have used it in some recipe. So we'll have to go out and look for more Certus quartz, which is, it's actually not just the Certus quartz, it'll be a random quartz mix, which is pretty interesting. And it's double interesting because of reasons that will become apparent very soon. Just starting to throw things willy-nilly at first. I considered it. Hopefully sometime soon we'll get this computer thing, so could theoretically start chucking things any old place. It's not the most important thing in the world to stay perfectly organized anymore, although it does help, so they do continue to do that. It's a little slow on the action, but for me, a lot of the times the crafting is at least in, like, it feels like I'm going so slow when I'm crafting, so I try to make things easy for myself. Try to make some torches, and I'm like, oh right, you can't make them. You don't make them normally. You need a third ingredient in this pack, a little string stuff. But yeah, I try to make the crafting, at least keep my stuff organized so that I can try to craft in a reasonable amount of time. I just feel like that's where I get hung up a lot. So, and I certainly don't want to sit there and, open every single chest 500 times. I already do that basically, so I don't want to open it 700 times and have half of the stream is chests opening and closing and flashing menus everywhere. So try to cut back on that. So yeah, so we stay organized. Works pretty well. Take a quick nap. Make it nice and easy to see all the deposits on the ground. And again, I like to just sort of head in a random direction. Basically, any direction. I don't know what he was looking at there. I don't know what I was looking at there. But yeah, I usually head this direction when I'm looking for stuff. And then I hear these guys, and I'm like, what? What the heck are these? Dark offspring. They don't look friendly. Oh, they're not friendly. It's like, yeah. Well, I gave you a chance to be my friend, and then they attack me. Alright, so right there we find some silicone, which isn't exactly what I'm looking for, but we'll go ahead and grab it on the way. It was a quest right there. Doing alright, getting a couple of quests done today. Bust out my shovel. There we go. And do a little dig. Probably put on the chunk border so I'm digging in the right spot. That would be good. Now I'm not really sure because it was right on the corner. But move to the middle of the chunk, and that's probably a better spot to dig, so we go from there. There we go. Gonna need those eventually. Making sure it was for the right age. It's like, yep. Yeah, and I like to dig in the center because then I can, not like it's super hard, but I can see that I'm not drifting. I'm still in the center here. Struggling to use the right tool there. There we go. And yeah, unfortunately, it sort of takes a while to get down here. But that's okay. That's, Minecraft, right? You're going to be doing some mining, going to be doing some crafting. It's kind of a thing. Getting a bunch of delicious gravel. Forgetting that I definitely don't want my stairs to be gravel. Because of this. It's like, oh right. It's going to make a hole. Perfect. Try to keep it lit up. Make it not absolutely horrible to look at. Be super boring and dark as balls. Alright, gonna bring up the map for no apparent reason. And give it a little look. And I don't know that I looked at the journey map quite that closely before. But I realize now that it's kept track of everything. That was all my random run through the desert and all the way down to the Druid Circle right there. Pretty cool. I guess it kept track of everything, everywhere we've been. And I think it even kept track of Zeal, because I think he went up here. Looks like a comet there or something, a meteor. And I could have checked for my mark this way, just to double check. Did I have a quartz marker? And no. And there's the one that had no information. Very weird. And just double check because it says rock crystal, so it threw me off. Just seeing if it had quartz. And no, definitely no quartz. So back to digging. And then this isn't even quartz, so we're gonna have to dig this up and find something else. Oh, there's some limonite. We did see that on the surface. And you know, it's got iron in it. It's got some other kind of resource in it. So we're gonna take it. We're gonna go ahead and mine this all up. Just gotta find my way to an edge. Well, I don't have to, but that's how I like to do it. Just that way I don't accidentally erase underneath me and fall somewhere I don't want to be. See if we can stand on something like diorite. That works. And there we go. Mine it all out, hopefully. And I had to stop because I ran out of hunger. Pull the light down. Go ahead and grab the rest. Broke my pickaxe, very nice. And I don't have any way to repair it. So, whoops. Just kind of make sure I got all of what I mined out. I didn't actually see a few stacks behind me. I don't even know if I ever saw those or not. We'll go ahead and make a mark for this position. And then delete it, apparently. Oh, I just wanted to rename it Silicon. That's right. Probably could have just renamed it. Whatever. Then we're going to very legitimately walk all the way back home. See if we can find it. There we go. And we'll go ahead and repair our pickaxe. Because, yeah, you need to do that. And then we'll painstakingly walk all the way back, very legitimately, to the silicon hole. There we go. Pretty good. Go ahead and grab the rest of that. That's a pretty big deposit, I must say. And hopefully here I end up getting all of it. Yeah, there's some more of it. Okay. That was what I missed before. So now we just keep going down, because that wasn't what we were here for. Silicone is pretty deep. I think it was like 6 to 20 or something. Like, it's pretty deep. Got our lovely beacon in the way. That's okay. Just go right around it. We'll see how deep we are. We're at 6 there. That's pretty low. Fairly low. Oh, it's between 24 and 48. Oh, I was way off. So it's actually much higher. That's weird. And here I'm double checking, is 6 actually 6 away from the bottom? I don't know how I could possibly not know that all the way in H4, but that is, I'm just calling it like I see it. And yeah, there's bedrock, so I was only 6 blocks from the very bottom. That's what it means, that's what it does. Or I guess 1 is at the bottom. Yeah. But in any case, there you have it. Need to get up to like 28. So that was a little confusing because I would have thought that we would have seen the deposit. I can't imagine why I built it that way instead of just 1 out from where I was. Whatever. It's all good. And just seal that off so I know you don't need to go down there. So there we are at 27. Go ahead and start searching for quartz. Found something. My big head's in the way. Oh, lapis. Okay. Does take me a while to find it, if I recall. And there we go. We found a little bit of it. Kind of fell down the stairs a little bit, but that's okay. There we go. Back on track. Beacon, I think, messed me up. All right, and there it is, some silicon ore. Go ahead and mine all of that. Not a huge deposit, but that's okay. Don't even have a gigantic need for it yet. Just kind of grabbing it preemptively here. So that's pretty cool. We'll go ahead and seal that off. There's no need to worry about it anymore. Oop. It's our good old gravel stairway that fell apart. Coming back to bite us in the butt. And there we go, in and out of the beacon 1,000 times. Working our way up. Cool. So we got that limonite sample and we got the silicon sample, so we can get rid of these. Seal the hole off. Any of that. Completely fine. Could even get rid of the marker. I don't know if I remember to do that or not. Not really important. My main focus right now is to get the quartz, so, and not waste all my torches. Make a little space. Definitely gonna need space. What was that, cinnabar? Don't really need that right this second. What you got here? Oh, I didn't even see. I think I saw in live, but I didn't see now. That's okay. It wasn't something I needed, so probably copper or something. Malachite. I forget which one that is. It's either iron or copper. But at this point, we've just got a whole bunch of iron, so not high on the priority list. I've basically run in just like a large circle, but that's fine because it could be anywhere. It only freshly appeared on the map, so pretty cool. There's some azurite. More like Azure wrong. Alright. Somewhere in this field. I feel it in my bones. I remember feeling it in my bones. There's more silicon. Could go for it. I think I might actually do it. I don't recall. I guess I do. Yep. Looks like it. Because we didn't really get much. It was less than a full stack, so I figured, hey, why not? Win in Rome. Just mining down, 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 trying to keep it lit up. Because every time that I do a stream, you know it's lit. What? But yeah, not much to say about this. Just mining, mining, mining. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Mining my way down. Probably check the level pretty soon. Probably go ahead and subscribe. Give me a comment. Give me a like. If you like the video, would be fantastic, guys. Ooh, big hole. Always promising. We like big holes. That's what we like. And this one's really weird. It's like I almost thought it was a dungeon or something. There's all kinds of cobblestone and cobwebs, which is a little weird. Almost forgot about this bit. I was very confused as to what this was. Sort of remembering now that I have no fall damage, so go ahead and plunge down. Took a little chance there, but whatever. We're pretty strong. Go ahead and light up the area a little bit. Notice the lapis. Might as well take that. I do have my luck on that pickaxe, so go ahead and maximize that out. Got a whopping 6 stacks. Very nice. I don't need that shit. Man, my stomach was growling at the beginning of this because I was hungry, so I took a little break and ate. And now it's growling because it's digesting, so just can't win. Hopefully you can't hear it like drastically loud. Probably can. Alright, so we're coming back because it's all nice and lit up and safe enough. And I don't see the silicone, so we'll just keep going down. I was hoping it'd be right there exposed. No such luck. That's okay. down, lighten it up, digging down. Oops, mind the stair. That just won't do. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Good thing the game map isn't all that deep. So there's some slate. In case you weren't able to see what it was. Any minute now. Any minute now. And bedrock. So something went wrong. What happened? Gotta get my prospecting tools back out. Should eventually see them. Oh, we got more than 6 stacks of lapis somehow. We got 7.5 stacks. That's weird. Oh, and I got 2 engineer hammers there. That's funny. Don't really need that. And the plumb bob. I'm not seeing the plumb bob right away, so I sort it. Sometimes it's easier to see it. Oh, I see it now. I don't know why I couldn't find it in my thing. Oh, and then I found my extra torches that I forgot I had. Because of course you have extra torches. I mean, at this point, right? All right, come on. Find the plumb bob. It's right there. And again, my bad on the sound. Full disclosure, OBS unset itself to my microphone again. So it shows on my little equalizer like it's working, but it's not working, come to find out. So I don't realize that until the very end, or if I was a little more popular, maybe someone could have come in the stream and let me know, but that didn't happen. So I absolutely botched it. My fault. My fault. And I don't remember what I was talking about here. Kind of rediscovering what's in my bag, I guess. I'd forgot about this chest sack, I guess, and you put a chest in there. And there is a chest in there, yep. Nothing in the chest, but you can actually put stuff in there and then pick it up, which is pretty cool. Basically like the crate, yeah. I have no idea what I'm going on about here. I go into a good explanation of something. Oh, whoops. It took me a couple of days to figure out exactly how we wanted to approach the fix for this problem, and came up with just a nice voiceover for the whole episode, a little commentary. Figure that's pretty much the best I can do. Alright, so here we've realized we've gone down too far, so we're coming back up. Do a little bit of depth reading. And unfortunately, I realized it's somewhere like in the middle of this wall, this cavern. So, actually wasn't very convenient at all. So I figured I'd check around this area. Give myself a little bit of platform. All right. So 33, that's actually too high. We can come down a little bit. It's weird that it reads 19 there. I guess it counts all the way down to the floor. A little weird. But yeah, nothing of interest, nothing of interest. And then I figure I can hit the wall from here, sort of check around in the pattern. Not ideal, but should give me a general idea. And again, this is silicone, so the deposit's not terribly tiny. So yeah, that should have been a good enough cover. Kind of double checking here, because I don't want to go through all the motions and then miss it. Just double checking my information, because we made it all the way to the top of where it should be and didn't find it. So now we're going to work our way back down. I know I checked all this very thoroughly, so only need to check a little bit here and there just to make sure. And then I said, screw it, we'll check everything from the top, because if I don't find it this scan, then I'm going to have to give up on that one. But it would be really nice to have some silicone. Would be pretty good. I would certainly take it. Feel like we'll need that sooner than later, since it just opened up. And just nothing of interest. Kind of interesting how these prospector ones have durability, because honestly with this mod pack I never really needed more than one rod per age. They pretty much lasted long enough to get a good chunk of maybe even two of each of the type of ore. And then, I mean, I don't think any of them even got close to used up. Putting a dent in this one. So each time you test it, it uses it. And so here I decided to make it a little easier on myself and just go ahead and go down a path so I can check the wall real easily here. I don't know why I didn't just go straight in one direction like stairs, but... Oh, because I wanted to stay near the center of the chunk. That's probably, okay, that actually made so little sense. But yeah, we were just searching everywhere, and I absolutely can't find it. Starting to get a little discouraged here. I forgot about the climbing again there. But yeah, I just absolutely could not find the silicone anywhere. We did search all the way up, all the way down very thoroughly. So it's like, you know, maybe we'll just mark it. I think I spelled that wrong. Silicone. Oop, fall down the hole. And, oh well, you know, couldn't find it, but that's okay. That's not even the one we really want anyway. We do definitely need the quartz. Cinnabar again. But yeah, quartz will be the one that we need. Cassiterite. I mean, more silicone could be cool, but every time I get on these roofs, I'm reminded of how I was launched into the air in that one episode, real early episode. Somehow I jumped on that roof and it just launched me into the air. It's pretty funny. Of course, I died from fall damage back then, so it wasn't great. I think. Pretty sure that's what happened. Maybe not. I remember a spider was involved as well, so could have been anything. But yeah, it was some weird glitch. It just launched me into the air. It was really funny. That's coal. Another coal hole. Good on coal. Don't really need that. Cinnabar, get out of here. Go ahead and sleep. Does make it much easier to see the little samples. And maybe down in this pit, is that it? It could be cool. Coal. Not the best thing, although we will take a red flower, because I'm remembering we're a little low on red flowers, and there's a whole bunch right here, so let's take a couple. Just a few. There we go. A couple more. I don't need every one of them, but yeah, there's, you know, when there's that many, screw it. Nice. Now we got plenty of those, plenty of red coloring, which I didn't put 2 and 2 together, but I guess you could use any red flower and grind it at this point, as long as it gives you the red, and not like dark red or whatever, pink. All right, so we've pretty much looked at this field pretty well, so we'll go ahead and go to over here, and I don't think we've ever been over here, judging by the map. It's not explored. So it's pretty promising. Could be pretty good stuff. A couple more red flowers. I didn't realize I got that many. That's a pretty good job. I kept an eye out for them. I was going to say, sometime around here I realized I could look third person, and it's really good for the samples, especially in a field, as long as you're not surrounded by trees or anything, because you can see the samples a lot easier. super dark under that tree. Sort of just combing the area side to side, looking around, see if we can find some quartz, man. Some assorted quartz sample. Specifically what we're looking for. Just not finding it. And at this point, I'm like, what does it look like? What, you know, what's the... So I want to make sure I'm looking for the right color on the ground. You would think I would have checked this like way earlier than that, but yeah, my problem with the search is it's not Certus quartz, it's assorted quartz, which I figured out there from the quest name, or the quest description, and there it is. So it's just light, just basically looks like cobblestone kind of color. So not the easiest thing to spot, but definitely not the red ones and the brown ones and the blue ones and all that, so not too bad. Lovely little hole in the ground there. Bunch of galena around. Galena, however you say it. Galena? I don't know. Plenty of that. Don't need any. It's been pretty easy keeping up with that. I don't know that I've used any. And I think Seal only needed a little bit for whatever he needed. That's fine, that's fine. Oh, that tall grass. Zooming the camera in and out. So yeah, we checked that field pretty well. We're gonna head on into the forest, unfortunately. Camera does get a little wacky in here. Follow the trees. Yeah. More silicone again. And we didn't get any in that last one, so feel pretty compelled to go for it again. Hopefully we get a little better luck in this hole. Spoiler alert, we do. Couldn't have gone much worse though. Last time we dug and dug and dug, up and down, didn't get anything, so. Well, we got the lapis, but I don't really need lapis. I think I already had 10 stacks of lapis. In fact, now it's just taking up a bunch of space. Probably think about compressing some stuff too in the blocks. Yeah, we could probably free up a lot of space doing stuff like that. Got excited there, thinking the andesite might be it. Fell down the hole a little bit. At least it was lit up with lava. Just want to kind of light it up a little bit, make sure no creeperoids and zombibles are gonna sneak up on me. Don't like those guys. Plus, I can't resist a nice huge cave. You gotta kind of explore a little bit, right? Luckily, there's a huge hole in the floor. Kind of keeps me on track. Bat jumped right in my face, scaring me a little bit. All kinds of caves. All kinds of place to explore, but not really advantageous. There's not a whole lot to find in a cave like that, so let's go back to where we were and try to figure out where we came from. Somewhere around here. It's a hole that we came down from. I know we didn't actually go that way. Came from here. Maybe over here? No, it was this big area. It's funny because I actually don't remember at all, so genuinely with myself right there. Got the lava monsters spawned though, saw that. Thought for sure it was right around here. Somewhere. I remember that I find it eventually. Ah, there it is even. Sort of remember now, it's right next to a yellow line, that makes sense. Good old magma monsters. Not really too bothered of killing them. Can just sort of block them off. Not really much of a problem now. Had to go ahead and double check where am I supposed to be digging. Make sure we're within our parameters here. Now that everything's lit up and safe, we can start looking. Casting a wide net here. Hopefully to find something. After last time not finding anything, it's kind of like, oh man, it's kind of harsh. Down, down, down we go. And there we go. There's the silicone ore right there. So again, I'll just find my way to an edge of it. so I can stand somewhere safely and kind of excavate it. And there we go. And this time it wasn't that huge. Oh, it broke my pickaxe. I see. There was a little more to go. Still not huge though. We did get more than a stack this time. I can just use my other pickaxe. Kind of finish the job. There we go. Very nice. If I could get out of here, there we go. We can seal this hole off because there's nothing else down here. Very nice. There we go. Solved the labyrinth. Get myself out of there. All right, it's nice to be back on the surface there. Probably go ahead and sleep, I think, yeah. Yeah. Does make it a little easier to see those samples. It really does. Still got a matter of our broken pickaxe, which is not ideal. So just back to looking for a quartz sample. I found some more silicone already. I think we have enough for now, so we'll go ahead and just mark that one. We might come back for it if we need it. It's a pretty cool cave. Always got to check out a cool cave. Not much there. Never really is, you know. Pretty much a very, very low chance of finding any kind of ore or anything. So. Oh yeah. So this is where I realized in the water it's kind of easy to find deposits because they have these little columns like of water like that falling. Because they actually don't, you know, they can't be water. They're a sample. So yeah, you can see them pretty easy, but it's also slow to get in there and actually see exactly what it is. And so, but like, you know what I mean? You can see like, oh, there's one, there's one. And there we go. Assorted quartz. Of course, I realized there, I found it easily because it was in the water. However, now I'm going to have a really hard time digging it out because it's in the dang water. But we did find it. There it is. Should be in this chunk. Should be a big deposit. Gonna need our shovel. And I wasn't sure if this was sand or what, and unfortunately it is not. It's that salt stuff. But do a little dig and then start to build a nice little draining station basically. So I'm going to have to drain out that water to be able to get down there. Oops. Misfire, misfire. But yeah, we'll need to drain that out so we can actually get down there safely. Which is quite a pain. It's not exactly something I felt like doing, I have to admit. But realistically, Doesn't really take that long. Got the basic structure down here. There we go. Got our salt. And so we're going to need a mark for this area. Then we're going to very legitimately go home, walk painstakingly all the way home, repair our pickaxe. Yep, that's good. That's always a good thing to do. Put it in the right spot. There we go. Put that back, save it for later. And we just need to tidy up because our inventory is crazy. It's just crazy, man. Yeah, we don't need any of these blocks. We have plenty of cobblestone, plenty of gravel and all that. Dirt. Arguably the diorite was cool, but who cares? Salt, get out of here. Alright, now that we got some breathing room, clear out our bag as well. Get some of this stuff put away, and wow, what a problem to have. We actually have too much ore. That's amazing. So yeah, we'll have to start putting stuff kind of hickledy-pickledy here, and we'll sort it out one day. That actually reminds me, maybe I'll do that between my current streams. It's probably a good idea. Alright, put all that away. I was surprised all that fit in there. But we're definitely running low on space. Really gonna have to do something about the inventory soon. Hopefully we can just kind of last, and again, we can just make that computer. That would be really handy. And I probably can. I think that's actually the plan in general. I doubt I'll do a major remodeling before then. Oh my god, my stomach. Be quiet. Be quiet, man. I'm trying to record. It's just steadily gurgling. Ooh, had some hash browns and eggs and onions and peppers, and it was pretty good. Alright, we're going to legitimately walk back to the quartz and find ourselves underwater somehow. There we go. And we had grabbed some sand. I guess I didn't say that out loud, but there we go. And now we can fill this up so that we can just excavate it all back out and have ourselves a nice dry hole. There we go. Alright, and we go ahead and dig this like normal, even though it's kind of underwater, so no need to approach it differently. But right away I discover there's a big hole. Yet again, and there's some ore, some nice bauxite. And I say, you know what? I'll take it. I'm here, I'm greedy, I'll take it. And it's a pretty big deposit. It's enough to drain my hunger all the way down. I'm gonna switch to my fruit food so we can keep our nutrition all the way up. That would be good. Go ahead and finish that out. Boom. Several stacks of bauxite. And there's a few more. So, certainly a lot. Go ahead and plug up this hole if we can. Looks like we can. That just goes straight out. Be a little easier with cobblestone than sand. There you go. Good shot. All right, now we can center ourselves again and just dig down. Something like that. There we go, not too bad. Considering all the water, that could have been worse. We got that diorite again. Always looking like ore. I don't know what it is. Yeah, the diorite always looks like ore in the dark to me, and the granite always looks like dirt to me. So they just mess me up. They just mess me up constantly. See how like when it's like about that darkness, kind of looks like ore. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Who knows? One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's lava down there. I love it when it gives you a little preview like that. Not exactly supposed to see that, but hey, you know. Pretty handy. Pretty good. Good thing I got this sand. Pretty handy. Pretty sandy. What? Make myself a little safety net. Certainly don't want to fall in the lava. Again, it's pretty much one of the only things that could kill me, is falling in the lava. I imagine there's bosses or something later that'll be tough, but as it is right now, the regular enemies are pretty much outpaced. They can even kind of gang up on me, and it's still pretty tough on them. Alright, so we got some basalt here, so obviously don't want to dig that. Gonna be having some lava problems here if we're not careful. Alright, so I pretty much can't dig the bauxite or the sand. So we're just gonna double check. Where am I supposed to be? From 6 to 40. So we only need to go a little further. We can actually go over there, slightly off. Oh shoot! Slightly off center. It's not a problem. And actually, there it is. Come to find out. Now it's pretty much in this lava. That's not necessarily ideal. So have to be pretty careful. Go ahead and dig around it, try to block up some of this lava. Because when I grab it all, it becomes items, and sometimes it kind of throws it. So I want to minimize what's going to go in this lava. Yeah, no? Alright, so that's cool. Tried to excavate with my hand. Can't do that. But there we go. That's pretty dug out. Can't really get much more from this angle. And that lava goes way up, so it's like, oh man. Luckily I did figure that out. That was pretty slick. Yep. And it's getting harder and harder to to really clear it out. I almost died, or almost got hit, or at least right there. So I'm like, okay, that's enough. Go ahead and pick this up, and just hope for the best. Just get an idea of how much is here. So not a killer amount, but there we go. And I think I got most of it. Oh, I only just realized there's a little bit more down there. I don't think I saw that. I only just saw it now. Oh, that's interesting. See down there? There's a little bit. Yeah, I definitely don't see it. I just covered it right up. Whoops. Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah, I didn't get a whole lot there. Interesting. So that's okay. That's interesting to know. So, because I thought that one was abnormally small, and it's like, yeah, I didn't get it all. That's why. Also, I think the lava took part of its space where it would have been, maybe. Not real sure about that, but sounds good. So here I'm noticing, what did we get? We got charged, we got a little bit of regular Certus quartz, which is what we wanted. And I'm just double checking now, because I'm like, gosh, we got so little. We got like a quarter of a stack, we got like one charged, man. That's why I go back. And I don't check under this cobble, unfortunately. I just look around. And I'm like, oh, I guess I got it all. Yeah, there's a little more straight down there. But that's okay. There's also... oh, I'm going to search around even more. Yep. Because, yeah, I had a pretty good feeling. I was like, man, there's got to be... there's got to be more. That's funny. I was right, but... oh, and I almost had it. It's actually one lower, and I would have seen it. That's funny. I forgot I went back, and I very instinctually figured that there'd be more than there was. Neat. Slightly disappointed with my haul, I decided to get the heck out of here. Got a little confused there with my stairway, trying to go one way and the other. Hey, look, I figured it out. I get out. Spoiler alert, I make it out of the hole. Spoiler alert. Had a little trouble saying that one. I swear I'm not drunk. I swear. Just a bit tired, that's all. Seal that off because we are not going back. And I need to repair, so we're gonna very legitimately go all the way back, painstakingly walk all the way to the base. Or is that not what I'm doing? That might not be what I'm doing. I guess I was just clearing the mark. Yeah, I mean, clearing the mark. Take a nap. Get a little bright. All right, well, that was not enough, unfortunately. We need more quartz than that. Believe it or not, we need more than 2 pieces of quartz. And I just didn't see that a little bit, so have to keep looking. But that's okay. I mean, you know, it's gonna be everywhere. I keep getting distracted by these little caves. There's really no point. They're just fun. They're just fun to look at. See, look, I didn't go in that one. I stayed focused here. And of course now we have to look through a nice wooded area, so it makes it a little harder. Not like it's some great challenge, but just slightly annoying. We'll live, we'll live. And that was not it. Not what we need. Assorted quartz. Hey, there we go. And this one's not in the water, so that will be a little easier. Make my waypoint for it. Find the center. Checking for more deposits on the surface. Samples, I guess. And it's actually one here, so we can do this chunk. Go ahead and start digging. Yet another hole. Is this like the 5th one? 6th one? I don't even know. We did 2 for silicone. Oh, my pickaxe is already broken. That's right. We need. Now we're gonna end up going back. No? Just use the fiery? Okay. Sure. Yeah, I started saying something. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Who cares? It's all good. Oh, I guess first we went for the quartz. That's what I was thinking. In the beneath, that kind of counted as digging. Then 2 things of silicone, 2 things of quartz. So. Doing a lot of digging, getting a lot of supplies. Didn't think this would be a supply run episode, but it sure was. More than halfway through now. That's pretty much all we've done. So, well, I guess I made the pressure machine, a couple other little machines. A little bit of mining, a little bit of crafting. Who would have thought? Who would think that you would do those things in this game? I guess I randomly decide to check how much quartz I need and how do you make the computer. I'm reminding myself, right, the machine case, that's what we needed. That's what we're supposed to actually be focused on. So yeah. And just seeing what else can we use machine cases for. Well, a lot. It's like 50 machines you can make. Some of them, yeah, that one will take a while. And I think right here, do I notice? I might notice. Black quartz? I don't know if I've actually noticed that it gave me black quartz yet. Because I'm like, oh shoot, you can just get black quartz in the overworld. Okay. Very convenient. Turns out, I'm okay with that. Quite pleased to find this out. Doing my best to make my stairs safe and normal, not too confusing. Just in case I either don't finish the hole and come back, or come back down here for whatever reason. I don't want to run right into the lava. So I usually try to make it so you basically can't. There you go. Now there's definitely no way. I actually like to leave it open so you can see. It's like there's lava there. Don't go that way. All right, crisis diverted. Got around it. It's gonna say you need to light that up. What are you doing? Bunch of water, not much else. Not much down that way. Pretty predictable. Not a whole lot. Surprised me so. Oops, broke a stair again. Oh well. And just double check. Yes, 6 to 40. And where are we at now? 42. Okay, so we can start scanning basically. Or we could just head all the way down. Either way. Either way will work. Goes all the way down to 6. So. And usually I would just dig all the way down first because, not all the way down, but down to the bottom likely place to find it. Because a lot of times you just go right through the sample. Because it's huge. At least in this game. And there it is there. Assorted quartz. So fantastic. We'll go ahead and get to the edge. Somewhere around here. There we go. Nope. It actually goes further, and it's kind of dark, but you can see the Wyola. What am I looking at? Telling you what the name of the block that I'm looking at is. Okay, there we go. And that one was much bigger. Like, way, way bigger. Very nice. Look at that hole. And there's the black quartz. I'll definitely notice it now. Oh yeah, full stack of black quartz. Plus some, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And we got like too much nether quartz now. That's just amazing. But yeah, we got more than a full stack of black quartz from that. That is nice. Plus we can double it as soon as we make the crusher. So that is just the best news of the day right there. Quite happy with that. Now, after a long thing, we'll have to walk all the way back home. Very legitimately. All right, now we can clean up all this messy inventory and start figuring out what we're doing next. All right, yeah, this nether quartz just has nowhere to go. Everything's full. No room in the Minecraft chest, no room in the nether chest. Just no room. We'll have to come up with something creative, like stuff it in the metals chest. And we'll just have to figure that out some other time. Not right now. It'll be fine. We'll sort everything out another time. There. Repair the old pickaxe. And a very nice clean inventory now. Pretty good. All right, and then where were we, right? So we're looking at the crusher, and we do have all the supplies. We just really need to get going on this printed circuit board, unassembled PCB. I just realized that stands for printed circuit board. PCB, okay. Ah. Yeah, I only just realized that. So in order to make the thing, we gotta do it like that in the pressure chamber. One green plastic, one compressed iron. We need to make green plastic from molten plastic. That makes sense. We've seen this already. Which comes from the propene. Not propane, but propene. Propene. Okay, and then we can just make it into whatever color plastic we want with the plastic mixer. So this is the big next step right here. So that's the other way to make it. It's with these weird assembly machines. But we'll make it, I think I'm just now figuring out, yeah, with the etching. The acid, etching acid. So we need to make 1 bucket of that. No, not the assembly platform. I mean, we will make that, but to make the first one, it's going to be in the etching acid. There you go. So we also need that UV light box. So we're gonna need a couple things, but that's basically it. It kind of confused me, so I think I go through it one more time. But in order to make those, you need chips, so you have to do it this way first. There we go. Okay, so the etching bucket right there, we're going to need all that. But we are also going to need to figure out how to get pressure in the pressure chamber. So we got to do that, make the acid, and there's a little UV light box. We're going to have to figure all that out before we can really move on. At least for this quest. Should be good to go now. No, I want to look at it one more time, apparently. There we go. Okay. Okay, and to do the etching acid, you need plastic. So do the green plastic itself. So we need to do get the molten plastic into the plastic mixer with green. So we need to try that first. So that'll be the first thing we do. head down there sooner than later. There we go, okay. Like I said, it's been a little while, so I don't remember every detail. Need a bucket. So that one's the plastic molder. Liquid processor, that one we need. And I'm fairly familiar with the process now, but obviously the me on the screen, it was not very familiar. I had no idea. But yeah, naphtha and steam makes propane I mean. So that's really the first thing. It is a pretty complicated process, needing naphtha, steam, propene. It gets a little confusing, but it looks like I'm getting going here. I realize you have to use both input things, and there it goes. It's processing, which I believe we've done this before, because we got a bucket of plastic for some other quest. Now it's done. There we go. Get bucket of propene in the liquid processor. Yep. So it's just energy and propene. Awesome. Put that in. Can't seem to put it in. It's a little weird. Definitely has power. Yeah. And then I just accidentally put the propene in the finished tank. Don't worry about that broken pipe. That's nothing to worry about. And I'm just checking liquid processor, yeah, molten propene, yeah. So it should give me the plastic, so it should go in to this machine. It wasn't going in, still won't go in. Seems weird. We can put it in the out, which it's not exactly what we want. I know I figured it out, I forget what was the issue. And there it's processing. I think it just had liquid plastic in the out, and so since it was full, it wouldn't process anymore. But it's misleading because it says that there's no such recipe, so it's like, uh-oh, but it's just full, so that was why. So there we go, we got one piece of green plastic finally. And I'm realizing that you have to do that for every one bucket each piece of plastic. But there's some more. Just checking it's empty, yep. We got a second bucket of plastic can be made. But basically, I'm interested in trying that to make the PCB. So we need one piece of compressed iron. Freaking stairs. Grab a little compressed iron. We're going to need some here and there. Pretty useful for this mod. It's pretty much the main building block of it. Okay. So now we want to put that inside and give it pressure. Not real sure how to go about either of those things. It didn't let me put the item inside. I feel like I read something somewhere. It was talking about you can insert it in the top, but I'm not sure. I guess that's for upgrades and not items. But yeah, the big problem is going to be the pressure. Even if I get the items in there, we gotta figure out this pressure situation. It's not really the plastic machine. I know we need the pipes. I know we need the valve and the whole chamber. I don't really know what the vortex tube does. It's supposed to just power the plastic machine. So. Pneumatic. I figure it's in the mod. So at pneumatic. Okay, let's take a look at the items that we'll need. There's a gauge that might be useful. Reinforced air canister. Bunch of weird dancing around computer chip things at the bottom. Lovely drones. All kinds of neat stuff. But what do we need? We need some kind of machine. Probably one of these. Air compressor. Oh, that might be it. Air compressor. That seems like it would compress the air and make pressure. Yeah. Vortex tube there, air compressor, liquid compressor. So machine is used to generate compressed air. Yeah, okay. It needs fuel, like a furnace. Okay. Use a liquid compressor for burning liquid fuels. That's weird. Flux compressor, that one seems weird. Liquid compressor, and then that's made from an air compressor. So the air compressor is basically the most basic one, it seems. So it's pretty easy to make. We'll go ahead and make one of those. If I can get in the hallway. Already had a furnace available, very nice. Already have a pipe available, very nice. That makes it pretty easy. And there we go, we got the air compressor, bing bang boom. That was so easy, I almost want to look at other machines. Liquid compressor, not sure if we need that, so we'll just try the air compressor, I guess. Alright, so somewhere around here we'll slap it down. I guess it should face the other way. And it's certainly going to want to have a pipe, so we'll put it there and put the pipe on top. There we go. Oh. Pipe didn't go into it. That doesn't seem right. Oh, and it does take fuel. I don't know why I had to review all those. But yeah. So yep, we got to get those items inside, and we got to build that pressure up. I feel like we're getting really close. I feel like we're making moves in the right direction. I'm just not real sure exactly the process. Oh, okay. Right around here, I'm thinking that it might need to be bigger because you can make a 3x3x3, but it's only one space in the center. So I assume that the one space in the center isn't big enough for 2 items, maybe. So now I'm doing the math. We want to make a 5x5x5. Which is 125 pieces, except the middle's empty. So it's 27 less than that, but I have a little trouble with the math here. It doesn't really matter. Worst thing is we waste a little compressed iron, which is just iron, so no big deal. So take it down, take the whole thing down. Now I want to make it 5x5. So we're going to need to move everything over 1, but that's all right. And hopefully it can be right up against that pipe. It looks like it can. That can't be there, which is fine. That's just less pipe that we needed. So there's the bottom of it. Go ahead and put our valves in place. Oops. There we go, layer 2, layer 3. Oh, there's already one there. It's hard to see with the clear. Very, very clear. It's actually pretty cool. Okay, layer 4 and 5 going up. Keep hitting the wrong place. All right, and we definitely don't have enough blocks. Oh, I had more than I thought, but yeah, that's still not enough. So let's see, how many is that? 3, 6, 9. It's like 17. 17 more, I think. 16. Two more. And I'm saying, oh, it should work because it's actually sealed, but yeah, you gotta obviously have that outside edge. But it should work, just wouldn't actually. That's okay. like I said, it's not a difficult resource here, so. There we go. Sweet. Could even put the glass away, because that should be enough. I do want to bring some of the compressed iron, yep. Just because it's so useful for everything. Probably going to need more. And there we go. Nope. Doesn't seem to form like a multi-block when I click on it though. It's a little weird. Did I make it wrong? I was wondering. Could be because that's right there. Kind of touching it. I don't know why. So double checking the construction here. It looks right. Three by three inside, yeah. That looks right. Oops, that doesn't look right. So close it back up. Sort of hope for the best. There's no change, but who knows? Maybe the valve needs to be a little higher. There we go, it does. So it just needs to be centered. It's kind of weird, but that's fine. All right, so there we have the bigger one. Now hopefully we can get the items inside. Need to get the valid items inside. Spoiler alert, I do figure it out. Does take me a minute though. To get the items inside the box, I had to think inside the box. Literally just throw them on the ground inside the box. And it actually worked. I don't even know what made me think to do that, but it did work. Pretty neat. So now we just need pressure, it looks like. So can you believe it? We got that far. We made the thing. We got the items in. Just need pressure. Hopefully they don't despawn in there. I guess I don't really care. It'll be alright. So how do we get this pipe to connect to the air compressor? That's weird. Just not sure. Only have like 4 pipes, so I need to find a way to bring it closer, because there's the pipe hole right there. Oh, and I'm lagged up. Lagging real bad. There we go. All right, so move that a little closer. Right. And put the pipe there. There we go. Now everything's actually connected. Cool. So we just need fuel. Need some kind of burning fuel. Fortunately, I know a guy that's got some charcoal. Got a little bit tucked away for a rainy day. And basically the only thing that I do know about this mod before starting was you can create too much pressure. So So we want to just put just a little bit of fuel in. Kind of, yeah, maybe just a couple, just to make sure we don't overdo it. Because if the pressure gets too high, it'll break all the pipes, or break some of the pipes, or something like that. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, the current error, it's going up fairly slow, but it is going up. Might as well subscribe, because I'm doing such a good job. Yeah. Oh. It's leaking air. It's leaking, yeah, it's having a hard time climbing pressure. It's leaking out. I can actually see it and everything. It's pretty funny. Oh no, it's leaking out here. It's leaking out everywhere. All these valves, I guess. Technically it is going up and there's no real problems. I'm not sure if it'll work like that. Definitely headed in the right direction, but we're not quite there. Must be something that I was overlooking. Was missing just one more step or so. Can make advanced pressure tubes. Neat. Charging station? Charge or discharge pneumatic power, like drones, wrenches. Elevator base. Oh, this is the elevator somebody else was telling me about. I think Bob told me about that, but we made the regular elevator, so, or the one I'm familiar with. Advanced air compressor. A lot of cool machines you can make in this mod. Very interesting mod. And again, this is all new to me. I've never seen any of this. I don't know much about. Oh, you can just compress your iron. Oh, that'll be handy. Turbine blade. Not quite working. I feel like we're so super close. But there's just one little thing I'm missing. And like I said, I know what it is now, but I didn't know then, right? So now I get to feel like you guys when you watch me and you know the answer. It's kind of rough. It's kind of hard to watch me because it's like, do it right. But yeah, I didn't know. I couldn't quite figure it out. I'm almost drained at this point anyway. This is pretty near the end of the stream, so. And like I said, as soon as I turned the stream off, I figured it out. I was like, oh, I'm so dumb. I know exactly what it is. But yeah, here I just don't see the problem. Chamber valve. It's weird, I'm looking right at it and I still don't really get it, but that's okay. Literally at the start of the next episode, I've already fixed all this problem, so spoiler alert. Oh, the UV light box. So I'm remembering that we do need that UV light box. circuit board, plastic, all that stuff. You are going to need an Acornn tablet. Which is all kinds of stuff. Gray plastic, GPS tool. Couple components for that. Nothing outlandish though, nothing that's like completely beyond us. Gonna be slow but steady, chipping away at this mod until I can get pretty comfortable with it. So the quests are pretty good at steering you in the right direction, right? I mean, it shows the circuit board, it shows the Acornn tablets are next, basically. So that's fine. However, I'm gonna jump around in the quests at this point because I was getting a little confused. We're pretty close. Made some progress with pneumatic craft, so decided to switch gears, yeah, and make whatever weird item this is. I forget what it's called, but. Bucket of molten plastic on accident there. I thought it was empty. That's okay. All right, so what is this thing? It is a energy adapter. Power adapter. Oh. So, golden kinesis pipe. Kinesis? Which is the golden transport pipe, redstone. It's just gold and glass, no problem there. Compressed iron, connectors, and a dynamo, which we've made all that before, so none of this is too bad. Yeah, glass and gold. Yep. Not bad. Kinetic dynamo, just LV coil wires, iron, redstone. And the connectors we have somewhere, so you can just grab those out of the chest. So we'll start grabbing materials. We're going to want the gold. We're going to want some glass. I guess we have glass. There we go. A little redstone. Need 2 of those. There we go. Grab these wires. Little iron. Actual iron. Not platinum. There it is. Right, so there's the block, and oh, need more redstone. There we go, got the dynamo, just about halfway there. And we need connectors, which we should have. Yep, there's some. Great. So now we can slap this together and bing bang boom already. Got another quest done. Another advancement, I guess. I don't know. I call them quests anyway. All right. So this converts power. So I guess we should put it near the power source. I don't actually really need this block yet. It's just kind of a set it there, I guess. Just built it for the quest, so I'm sure it'll come in handy later, but as of right now, I don't really need it. Cool, so what else do we got? We got the Ender Alloy. Which, oh, that's, yeah, that's after you go to the end and defeat the dragon. So, enter the end. That is a good goal for next stream. I'm pretty sure that is what we plan to do. Get myself set up to go to the end, and then do so. All right. So the next thing, yeah, is to make these cooking books. Modern style kitchen. Cooking book. Just cook a book. Just happen to have a couple of books. And just double check, can we cook it on the stone grill? You know it. Good old stone grill, I'm telling you. Most useful item there is. Should probably clear all this out of there. That one too, why not? Chuck it in the things chest. Cool. Feel very compelled to clean up my inventory when I'm just waiting, so. Get all the meat away. Except for the stuff I actually want. There we go. All right, and cooking book. There we go. Neat. Use the cooking for blockheads book 2. Let's see. Oh, so this one just works out of your inventory. That's cool. I've seen the kitchen before. That's in a lot of mod packs. You got the kitchen sink and everything. Okay, so we need 2 crafting tables and 2 plates. Platinum plates, okay. Oops, I put an E there. Get rid of it. There you go. Platinum plates, so we want 2 of those, and we want 2 crafting tables, right? So we need a little wood. And then we will need to make a cooking table. Cooking table. Oh, it uses the book. Okay. And then terracotta, stone. Yeah, stone. Well, cool. We do have all that. We can definitely do all that right now. Oh, terracotta. Running a little low. Maybe we can use the white. Probably not. Let's see. Nah. Doesn't look like it. That's okay. It's just cooked clay, so. Oop. Only got 1 block of clay. Nah, that's not true. Come on. It's in the Minecraft drops, yeah. Can I do it like that? No. Of course not. So we'll have to go out and put it in the press. The old buffalo press. He's been pretty bored here, so. He had already made 8. That was pretty fast. Alright, now we need to grab some wood. There we go, pretty easy. Ooh, my neck. Oh, my neck, apparently. Yeah, it was a little stiff. It was a little stiff, yeah, I'd just been working out. Alright, so we need more terracotta. Just double check, can we make it in the stone grill? Of course we can. Every time. It's just the best item ever made. Excuse me. Gotta wait for it to cook. Grab the stone, we're gonna need some of that. Oh, we need to make the titanium into plates. That's right, that's right. We definitely need to do that. No problem, it's all set up. We'll just slap them in there and off they go. One and two, very nice. Oh boy, these stairs. Sometimes it's just too hard to run. Alright, there's level 2 book. Got another advancement, very nice. And grab the terracotta. And cooking table, yay. So there's 3, woohoo. Yeah, I figured, excuse me. Figured towards the end of the stream here, we'd go ahead and grab some of these easy quests so we can end on a high note and feel good about ourselves. There's the other pieces for the kitchen. We will make a full kitchen for sure. I just don't know where to put it. Probably over here. Seems like a good place for the kitchen to be. Cooking table. Usually we call that a stove. But it's not an oven, because that's another item. Alright, let's see what else we can do some damage in. We did pretty good though. We got quests down there, got quests in the middle. Ooh, spacesuit. Dude, spacesuit, going to space, all that, so cool. Freaking coming up soon. We got the computer coming up soon. I'm excited. There's a lot of really cool stuff coming right up. Alright, so we're gonna need a fluix crystal for this inscriber. That's how you make it right there. Charged service quartz, nether quartz, redstone, dust in water. I've done that before, but not a million times, that's for sure. Alright, I think I decide that we're gonna bust this inscriber out, and then that's probably gonna be it for today. Double check this recipe. Service quartz, yeah. Nether quartz and redstone. And then we just need a puddle of water somewhere. And a puddle of water, yeah. So, other side. I was going to do it out there, but the river will freaking flow it all away. So we'll grab a bucket instead. Get a little bucket of water going. Bloop. And we'll just do it here, because you can do it anywhere. Why not? Throw it all in, pick up the redstone, throw that in again. And there we go. That was actually it. Flux crystals, yay! And I'll leave that there for, yeah, don't I? Yeah. I'll put that right there for your OCD. You'll love it. There we go. Now we need 2 sticky pistons, a couple of iron. That's like already done. It's as good as done. Don't need the terracotta, need some iron. There we go. Go ahead and craft that. Boom, dude. Moving right along. Ooh, excuse me. Moving right along, getting all kinds of quests done. Probably want the computer in there too, but maybe have the computer in this hallway. Could be cool. Not real sure at this point where we want the computer. Maybe downstairs, because all the items kind of get created down here. So having some central location for all the items, i.e. the computer, you know, makes sense. But I do also kind of like it in the hallway. So I don't know, maybe right here for now, just to make it visible. And that takes the RF, interesting. But that is pretty close to it. I think we just sort of take a look at the quest line. Yeah, and the last quest for this age is to go to the moon. So we'll go to the end, play around in the end, kill the dragon, get the chorus fruit, make this ender crafting table thing, and then get going on our NASA. Excuse me. Yeah. And the reusable eye. Oh, we'll probably want to make that for going to the end. I'm glad I saw that before we went to the end. Let's see, how do you make that? Reusable eye. Okay, it's just a block of iron and 8 ender eyes. Interesting. Taking a real close look at that, I guess. But yeah, that shouldn't even be a problem. Now we can farm up Endermen pretty easily in the hunting dimension and get that reusable Ender Eye ready for next time, and we'll go ahead and get ourselves geared up, ready for the end. Go tackle the dragon and whatnot. That'll be awesome. So thank you guys for checking it out. Just do me one favor if you can. Have a great night, because I know I will. Thanks, and see ya.